Well, this is a little farm of about 22 acres that I've owned for a few years. I like farming. I used to farm quite a bit. Now I'd have to call myself a hobby farmer, but all told, I'm farming about 15 acres between this farm and another little one that I rent. And then the property here is about 8 acres of corn right now, and the rest of it is woods. I bought this land specifically to farm. I have a lot of I collect tractors, and I've got a lot of antique and old farm equipment, and I wanted a place to use it. So I intend to grow crops on this for as long as I can. Farming is one of our fastest changing industries. Back when I was a child, many farms were no larger than 40 acres. Today we have any number that are thousands of acres and not managed by that many more people. It's because of this equipment, and then also the technology. But by the same token, in many ways the risk is much, much higher because the cost of everything is just dramatically higher. The investment required is dramatically larger. A large farmer has to deal normally with huge amounts of debt. And so the value of their land, including the development value, is a huge part of the collateral that allows them to get the loans that allows them to be in business. That's why I say it's very, very important that any farmer be able to have the equity in their land to support them, because without it, many of them would have to go out of business. Personally, I don't want the government to help me any more than they already do. I want to make my own decisions. I bought this place so that I could farm it and manage it the way I want to. So I'm just cautious about the concept that government solves all of our problems, because while they're solving problems, they're also taking our money. And they're taking our money and using it to buy things they want, not necessarily what we want. So I just simply would ask for no more government interference than we have to have. There's a bill in the General Assembly right now that would put a buffer on much of our land around water of 300 feet. Well, what does that mean? First of all, you can't build anything on wetlands. So you have to go to the edge of the wetlands and then start your 300 feet from there. If you did that in Sussex County, in a huge part of Sussex County, you wouldn't be able to build almost nothing. I don't think most people understand that we already have about 40% of agricultural land preserved in Delaware, either purchased as open space or in the Ag Land Preservation Program. So there are huge quantities of land that are protected for farming already, and that was done voluntarily by the farmers. They were not forced to do it. And to me, that's always the thing. Right? Does the government have to force you to do something, or do people do it because they want to? I'm always going to lean towards let's let people decide what they want to do. There are very few of us who are farmers in the General Assembly today. Used to be a large percentage of the population, and a fairly large percentage of Legislative Hall were farmers. Today, all that's changed. Now we have very small numbers in farming and very, very few legislators. So I'm glad that I'm there to be able to give that perspective